I'm Mary Beth, and my daughter came into this world by vacuum extraction. I'm Mary Beth, and this is Cora Ireland. Her daddy is Matthew. He is currently at Air Force officer training, so he's not here. My whole family, I have 3 older sisters, and we all get together for Christmas every other year. My whole family decided to come to my house for Christmas. So we had 10 adults and 6 children and 9 dogs in my house for Christmas. And they all were waiting for me to go into labor. I had had contractions that week that they were there every night, had started the labor contractions, and we'd keep going, and we went to Stone Mountain the day after my due date to get family pictures. And so I'm climbing the rock and extremely pregnant. I was huge, absolutely huge, and everyone would be like, oh, when are you due? And I'm like, yesterday. They had scheduled my induction for Monday. I had begged them not to schedule the induction. I was like, I don't want to be induced. I'm fine. I'm not over being pregnant. Like, I loved feeling her move inside of me. I loved the kicks. And I knew that an induction for me and my family usually ends up in a C-section. And so I was like, I'm good. I'm not in a hurry. And the contractions just kept coming. And finally, my mom and I were like, I pretty much think I'm in labor. And she's like, okay, do you want to go to the hospital? I said, no, let's go to dinner, because we all know with history of my family, this is going to be a while. Sat through dinner having contractions, scared my server. I think he thought I was going to have the baby in the middle of the restaurant. So I went to the hospital finally at about 11 o'clock at night and went to triage, and I was finally dilated about 3.5 centimeters, which all week when I had gone to my appointments, I was at 1. Finally, by about 9 a.m., I was at 10 centimeters, which is usually go time, like, okay, we're gonna have the baby now, you're at 10 centimeters. And unfortunately, she was not coming down. She was still really high up, and I could feel her really high up. I started pushing around 11 or 12 finally, even though I was at a 10 at 9. Pushed for 4 hours. Basically said, we've prepped the OR, you're gonna most likely go in for a C-section. They said, we'll give you about 10 more minutes to push, and if you can get her down farther, we'll attempt the vacuum. But that's only if you can get her down farther. The doctor, as I'm pushing as hard as I can, my mom said her arms were shaking while she was pulling, because she was pulling so hard to get Cora out. And the 4th time, there was this, it got very, very quiet, and there was this female nurse, and she just starts, come on, harder! And that was all I needed. It was like, okay, obviously she saw something, like she believes I can do this, and then everyone else starts cheering, and then her head came out, and she was here. She was 8 pounds, 9 ounces, so she was a big girl. And I felt every bit of it, but I would do it again in a heartbeat, and I was ready to do it again a week later, because she's so much fun, and it was totally worth it.
Go. I wish he'd go right. Bye.
Subscribe to CafeMom Studios on YouTube now.